All right, grade 7 is going to talk about circumference and area of a circle. First, I want to see if you know this symbol. What is it? Pi. Yeah. So we're not talking about choke cherry pie. We're talking about a math thing. So when you see this in a math equation, we're going to teach you what that means. And you know when Sheldon on Big Bang is doing these big whiteboards full of equations and there's all these weird symbols and stuff, this is a symbol that would come up with any time you're dealing with something that's round. So before we get into it, why is pi what it is? Now pi is generally treated as this. And pi is actually this infinity, it like goes on to like 0.1496827, it goes on literally to infinity. How is that calculated? Really, I don't know. But all this stuff about how to measure shapes, a lot of this came from Greek mathematicians. So I get this visualization, kind of just get your eyes up and you can have your head up for this. I get this visualization of these guys hanging out and togas drawing in the sand and trying to scratch their heads and figure out how the universe works. And what they noticed was that if you were to draw a circle in the sand, and let's just pretend we can draw a perfect circle in the sand. But then if they took a rope and they put the rope around, and so this is like how long the rope is, and then they cut another rope of the identical length, they found that they could put that and there would be enough room for 3 times across and just a little bit. So you'd have 1, 2, 3 circles all the way across in this little bit of 0.14. And so what they realized was that the area around a circle, or pi, is 3.5 times the diameter or the distance from one side to the next. So I'll give you a quick example. Can I get someone to grab a calculator quick so they can help me? Will you grab that? Great, thank you. So let's get a little circle. And we'll say that the distance from one side to the other, and that's called the diameter. Let's say it's 8 centimeters, like that. Well, the formula to find what the distance around, and that's called the circumference. Oops. Circumference is pi times diameter. Now right now I have no numbers. Doesn't really help me much. Can I replace any of this with numbers to help me out? Yes?
Well, pi is 3.14.
Okay, pi is 3.14. So let's go 3.14 times d. Yes? You're right, the diameter is 8 centimeters. Can you please pause the video for just one moment? I'll answer a quick question. Okay, now we're back with those special messages from our sponsors. Pumpkin pies, not just for math anymore. On sale co-op this week. They pay me every time I say pumpkin pies, not just for math anymore. Sweet, now I can afford a Big Mac problem from all that sponsorship. All right, just watch how co-op's going to get mad. We're not sponsoring you math class. Okay, so circumference. We got the pi and the diameter. I know what pi is, so I just replaced that with that number. And then we were going over to Miss Helga here. She was going to tell me what this d meant, I think. It's the diameter, and in this case, it's 8. So, here we go. Oh, wait. We're really close to done now. 3.14 times 8, so like around 24?
25.12.
25.12. Okay, so the circumference is 28.12, and we were talking about centimeters, so we put that in. So to find this, what we did, we took the formula, circumference equals pi times diameter. We know what pi is. In this case, the diameter was 8, so we did 3.14 times 8, and we got this. One difference, if you're using a really scientific calculator, you might have a pi button, like a button that actually looks like this. And when you hit that, I can't remember what pi goes on, like, it's like, it just goes like on and on and on and on and on. If you have a pi button, on your calculator, you may get a just slightly different, like it might be 25.13. So if you go to the back of the textbook and you have this, and it's off by like 1/100th, that's cool, you got it right. It just means that you used 3.14, whereas maybe the textbook used an actual pi button on the scientific calculator. So if you're off by just a tiny, tiny smidgen, we're okay with that. And when I finish a math problem, 2 things I should do. 1, did I answer the question? 2, is it reasonable? Did I answer the question that was being asked?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 in circumference. Is this reasonable? Is 25 roughly 3 times 8?
Yeah.
Is reasonable, so I think we're looking really good. So your assignment is right here, but I'm going to go to the actual textbook. I haven't put the scans of the textbook yet, those will be on there momentarily. But let's take a look at the actual scan of the textbook. So we're going to run through this pretty quick because I pretty much gave you the whole thing. So this says the distance around the circle is its circumference. For any circle, the circumference is divided by the diameter approximately by 3. So circumference plus diameter, and it shows that you're able to get 3.14 is pi. So what they're talking about here is what I told you, that circumference is just a little more than 3 times the diameter. And then it says, well, let's measure 1. It says here's a toonie. If you're American and watching this, 1, get out, you're a creeper, you're obviously not in my class. 2, I'm really sorry that you're not Canadian, we're awesome. And 3, this is worth $2, just so you know. Just so you know. And 4, I'm really sorry you're not Canadian, because once again, we're just that nice and awesome. Except when we say stuff like that, that wasn't very nice. It says 1.4 centimeters right here. Okay, well that's helpful, but I have a problem with that. That's not the diameter. When I have, here's my toonie, it had half of it, and it said that was 1.4 centimeters. This is what we call a radius. A radius is the amount of space from the center to the outside. But if I know what the radius is, do you think I could figure out the diameter? Yeah, sure, because if halfway is 1.4, then all the way is 2.8. Okay, let's go to the formula. Circumference equals pi times diameter. 3.14 is pi times the diameter is 2 times that radius. That was 2.8. So it's probably going to be around 9-ish, I think, because we got a little more than 3, a little under 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So what's our answer?
8.79.
8.79, and that was centimeters. So first, did I answer the question? Yes, it was asking circumference. 2, is my answer reasonable? Yeah, I think so, because 3 and then pi is about 3, and that's pretty close to 3 times 3. I think we're reasonable. We're looking good. So let's see, what's the next one that it gives? It gave almost the exact same as, oh look, it said 8.796. How?
9.2.
Oh, and you had 8.792. Why were we so close, but we got a slightly different answer? Yes, we'll call you Gertrude.
We have a pi button thing.
They had a pi button. Did you put 3.14 or a pi button?
3.14.
See, there you go. We did 3.14, which is acceptable for pi. And then I guess in the answer key they had a pi button, they had a scientific calculator, which is totally fine. We were close enough. Don't worry. The only time it's not good when it's just close enough is if you're working on a SpaceX rocket ship, because then that means death for everyone. But we're not, so we're cool. But if you ever become a rocket scientist, use a scientific calculator. Otherwise, it's going to be all over CNN. It'll be you who's responsible. All right. Okay, an above ground circular swimming pool has a circumference of 12 meters. So that means this swimming pool, if I went all the way around, is 12 meters. Calculate the diameter and the radius of the pool. Wait, so now we got to do an inverse. We got to go backwards. Okay, so let's take a look. So I've got a pool, and it's 12 meters. I I have lots of practice with perfect round things. So I got a circumference of 12. Okay. Well, let's see. I know the formula for circumference is C equals pi times diameter. Now what do I do? Yes, Helga. Oh, you are ahead of the game. She's already thinking there's going to be a division in here, and you are right. Here, let's start by replacing a few, and we'll see if we get to that division you were predicting. We're just shooting a video quick, and I'm going to finish this point. I'll be right with you. So the circumference is 12. What's pi again?
3.14.
3.14. And then we don't know the diameter yet, right? We're supposed to find out what the diameter is. Okay, well, if I've got 3.14 times d, I got to get him on his own. His friends are times 3.14. What should I do? Divide, okay? Because I got to do the opposite of his friends. Get in there. Well, times 3.14 divided 3.14, that cancels out. So d equals 12 divided by 3.14. So about 4, close to 4, 12 divided by 3. What do we actually get? We go 12 divided by 3.14. And then we'll get our diameter.
3.821656.
3.82. We'll leave it at that. Oh, wait, I should put centimeters. So 3.82. So let's see if that's reasonable. If this is 3.82 centimeters, would that give us about 12? So about 4 times 3, is that close to 12? I think we have a reasonable answer. We're looking good. So circumference, the formula right here. Always hit the formula. See what you can replace, balance it out, and you've got the money. This is one of those concepts. If you get it, zoom, you're done. If you're not quite sure, you're going to stumble for questions 1 and 2, then we're going to hang out, and then zoom, you'll be done. Tomorrow we'll look at the next lesson, which is on 4.5, which is also posted there. Thank you very much. You want to stop that video for us?